joined now by Gordon Fisher, president of the Athlete Institute FC, one of the newest OPDL license holders here today. First off, congratulations. Tremendous accomplishment for an organization to get into a league such as that. Not easy. So if you could walk us through the process that your club went through and in applying, and also sort of what went into the thought process of why you wanted to be in OPDL.
Well, as we'd mentioned earlier, we had when the idea was first broached back in 2014 or prior, obviously it was of great interest to us. Being a large geographical area north of the city, we've always faced the challenge of our best athletes having to move away to be able to continue on the pathway. This opportunity seemed like, frankly, a godsend to us, that if we could put together the resources required, it would give them that opportunity to do the same thing, but in a local environment.
So if you could just expand upon sort of the nature of your club is different than others. It's a collaborative group in a collaborative league. Just tell us sort of the structure of your organization and how that ties into the Athlete Institute.
Yeah, backing up, when we first found out about this, there were a number of clubs in our area. We're smaller, so we generally have to band together to get the mass that some of the bigger clubs further south would have. We sat down and had a lot of discussions on what would be the best route to take. Would it be one club and we all support them, or do we create a new entity that would be representative of all of us, all of our members? And that is, frankly, the route we took. We applied in 2014 under Lakeland. And again, I think the geography, because we were pretty spread out on all of our facilities representing the 4 or 5 members, I think that was a detriment. And going through the process again this time, we went and spoke with Athlete Institute, who are, I would hesitate, world-renowned on the basketball side of developing elite athletes. We know some of the people there. We thought it would be a good exploratory conversation to see if they'd be interested in joining and partnering with us on this venture. It took about 3 seconds for them to say yes. So that solved to us all those geographic concerns that we might have had on the first go around. So
talk a little bit about why OPDL was right for your organization and right for your clubs in the terms of it's a competitive league, but it's also a collaborative league, and there's a sharing of best practices, clubs coming together, club head coaches coming together, and while there's still that desire to once you get past the U13 age range to win, quote unquote, you're there to also share and also develop players, which is the primary focus of OPDL. Just talk a little bit about what that meant for your organization.
Well, actually, it's funny. I mean, it's actually worked for us on the, I'm going to call it the sub-club or our club level already. We've seen even from the beginning of the stages between the 5-member clubs at that time, 4 now, the cooperation between them has just, it's gone off the charts. I mean, typically it's my own little world, and I don't want to share anything outside of my own little boundaries. It's like I say, it's been a huge, setting the OPDL aside even, it's been a huge benefit for us in, as you said, best practices, sharing ideas, sharing resources, because again, we're not huge clubs, so we're able to take advantage of the expertise in Collingwood or Orillia or Innisfil or SSU and spread that throughout our members.
It's a difficult process to go through. The standards are quite high. Just the minimum standards alone are quite high to sort of get you into the conversation. As confident as you might be going into a situation like this, you're never quite sure. Can you take us back to that night last Thursday when you received the call that informed you that you did receive the OPDL license, and sort of what you felt that night and what your club was feeling when you heard the news?
Well, it was interesting. Ron called, and I missed the call. So there's a voicemail sitting there, and I frankly hesitated slightly before calling back. We had not such a great experience the previous time. Well, that's not fair. I mean, we just weren't up to snuff. But so obviously called him back right away, and he didn't play me too long. He gave me the news pretty quickly. So needless to say, we've been over the moon ever since. I got off the phone with him, talked to the other members right away, let them know, okay, but on the QT, but guys, this is, and ever since we've been just dancing, frankly.
So come next season, OPDL license, what are you thinking in terms of 5 years down the road, what this is going to mean for your organization, your group of clubs, and where do you see this sort of developing into in terms of your high performance streams?
Again, this is a godsend to us. It allows us the opportunity, frankly, to offer every player and it's a huge geographic area with more players, we can offer them the full gamut, top to bottom, locally. I mean, it's just immense for our area. Once now we're done here officially making these announcements, I can tell you, I guarantee you there's an awful lot of northern people are going to be exceedingly happy about this news.
Exciting news. Gordon Fisher, president of the Athlete Institute FC, one of the newest license holders for OPDL. Once again, congratulations and thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you very much.